Okay, so it's hot today. It is 93 degrees right now. I had a couple comments from people last week saying, it's too hot to practice. In my opinion, I haven't come across a day that it's too hot to practice or too cold. I know I've been out here on minus 30 degrees out shooting. I also grew up in Texas, so I do well in the heat. But when all is said and done, your practice sessions, in my opinion, shouldn't be long. One thing I'm going to share with you, you might not agree, the human brain is a simple little thing. Sure, it's like a computer, but when you're actually trying to do something like diving or gymnastics or snowboarding or something, and you can really only focus on one thing at a time. So when I come out here and practice, I'm not necessarily always shooting 300 arrows. I'm coming out here and I'm going to practice one thing, and I'm going to concentrate specifically on that one thing and try to pull that off and know what it feels to do that one thing correctly, so that I can put that into my shot sequence, and then I know, it's kind of like money banked or money put away. It's going to have dividends later. So today I'm going to work on letting the feather touch my nose and making that release. That's all I'm going to really worry about. That's all I'm going to think about. We have 4 balloons, and personally I like to use the feather touching my nose as my release because especially as a hunter, back in the day, if a deer walked out, pulled it a little bit further because I wanted to get slightly more penetration. And we all know, if you're changing your shot routine on the fly, bad things happen. So I used this feather touching my nose as my release. So we're gonna use that today, and that's what I'm gonna focus on. So away we go. We'll get the turkey. I'm doing my aiming. I'm pulling back. The feather's gonna touch my nose. And I made my release. So that felt good. I now, in my mind, know what a good release is, going off the feather touching my nose. The only other thing about practice is don't practice. If you practice when you're tired, the only thing you're going to learn how to do is make bad technique to getting to full draw. Never practice tired, because you're just going to learn bad habits. You're better off doing 2 or 3 training sessions than one long one. We'll get the deer in the back. I'm aiming. The feather touched my nose. I made that release. I'll show it to you from this side. Doing my aiming. Well, it felt good coming off my nose. I just missed the balloon. And that's okay, because I'm not really too worried about my aiming today. But I did let it go when it touched my nose, so I'm alright with that shot. Pulling back. My nose, I made the release. Alright, so now there's just one balloon left on the woodchuck down there. So again, keep practice short, focus on one, at the most 2 things, but do that one thing till you know it's perfect, and you know in your mind what it feels like to do it perfectly. Alright, with that, y'all have a good day, and aim small. Be well. Shooting the Tulkey Pika today. It is a tad warm. Stay cool.